for the television talk show Issues here on a great afternoon or some nights for some of you people. You know, we're on in 4 states, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, and Arkansas. And we try to give you issues that are going on in and around the Golden Triangle and beyond. I'm your host, Rick Mason, and executive producer for the television talk show Issues. Today, it's a kind of different table of the setting today, and what I mean by that is we've had both sides of the table experiencing the same thing at the same place at a different time. We have an individual here talking about he was, kind of felt that he was mistreated to a certain extent as far as at his job and the length of his job that he was at the job. It's a real issue here for the television talk show Issues. Welcome to the show. How you doing?
All right, Mr. Mason, thank you.
Man,
Thanks for having me.
Yes, can we have your name?
My name is Stephen Sean Swisher.
Okay, Stephen Sean Swisher. Talk to us today, man. Give us a little background about who you are and what's your skills. What do you do?
Well, I'm a carpenter. I'm a jack of all trades, basically. Also, I can work on anything from your toilet to your roof. And enjoyed growing up with learning these skills and being able to help my neighbors, my friends,
different things of that nature.
Yeah, and I developed the skills and went on to Mississippi State University, and Mississippi State helped me develop my skills even more. They put me in a position where I was labeled as a carpenter.
Okay.
But I did all kinds of work over campus. I learned to do a little more plumbing, a little more roofing, a little more flooring. So jack of all trades.
Okay, sound good. So your experience itself at Mississippi State University, being a carpenter, how many years were you there?
I was there for almost exactly 15 years.
Okay, 15 years. You've been there 15 years, I would assume you've dealt and seen a lot of different obstacles there.
Of course, yes.
Okay, can you tell us some of the issues or one of the issues that you dealt with and experienced at Mississippi State University?
Well, ever since I started 15 years ago, as I started, I began to notice that that racist jokes were accepted. They were accepted from and to white and black.
Okay.
I wasn't comfortable with that at all, but I was in the boat with everybody else. And so, I just kind of had to ride in the boat. I wasn't one of the ones that made racial jokes to or from. Okay. But I had to ride in that boat.
You had to ride in that boat. And you speaking that you had to ride in the boat, that boat, what do you mean by that? Be more specific. You had to get along, or you had to hide your face, hide your opinion?
I had to hide my opinion, of course. I had to hide my opinion for years. And when the reason I got tired of hiding my opinion was because I became close with a black coworker. Okay. During my 15th or so year. Okay. And my black coworker was uncomfortable with how he was being treated and how he was being joked with. Okay. And so we both got fed up with that real quick.
Dealing with the course of the years, you guys got fed up with it. We'll be right back in just a moment after these television commercial breaks to talk more to Mr. Sean here about his issue with Mississippi State University, and we're dealing with racism here one-on-one. Plus, we're going to have a follow-up right here on the show with a young lady who had the same situation, but on the flip side of the table dealing with racism. It's Issues Television Talk Show. If you got an issue, email us at issuestalkshow@gmail.com or either give us a call at 662-386-6064 if you got an issue.
Issues. Issues. Be sure to check out Issues television talk show every week, Saturday mornings at 6:30 a.m. on the CW and Sunday nights at 10 p.m. on My Mississippi, hosted by Rick Don't Go Mason. Issues television talk show. Issues. 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 Issues.
2-1 connection, 2-1 connection, 2-1 connection. Check them out in the Gateway Plaza Shopping Center with all your great deals and savings for all your hair needs, school uniforms, and so much more. Eyelashes, phones, phone cases, and they repair phones as well, iPads, and so many more. Check them out at the Gateway Plaza Shopping Center. Go by see Mo and the girls at 2-1 Connection. Give them a call today, right now today, at 2-1 Connection, located in the Gateway Plaza Shopping Center at Columbus. Come see us today and get everything that you need. One-stop shop at 2-1 Connection at Columbus.
Come see us at 2-1 Connection, the place to be.
More exciting things here taking place here in the Golden Triangle area, dealing with issues, not always bad issues, not always serious issues, not always difficult issues, but it is an issue here in today's society, and look like we're still living it some type of way or another. Welcome back to the show, Mr. Sean. Being that we were talking about you and a co-worker, which is an African American,
Yes.
both were dealing with different issues at Mississippi State University, and you were that individual who had got fed up with it, with hearing so much of the negative sayings and thoughts and different things of that nature. Can you spearhead a little bit more about what you actually experienced?
Yes, the racial jokes that were told over the years, and the racial playing and picking that was done over the years, there are things that I can't say. So there's a lot of things that I can't say.
Right.
I don't want to
Right.
repeat.
Right.
I don't want to repeat. But there would be constant remarks about how black people do this or black people do that, and then white people do this or white people
So
do
in
that.
other words, black people, I apologize.
Right.
In other words, you're saying a Caucasian was speaking badly and negative to African American, and you stood up and stood right with the actual African American because you were fed up with dealing with the experience.
My coworker and I were both fed up with it. He asked me if I would stand with him if he went to make a complaint, following the chain of command, going just to the supervisor.
Right.
I said yes, absolutely. So we went to the supervisor. And the supervisor told us at that time that he knew about the racial joking that was going on. He said he did not think it bothered anyone.
Wow.
And I said, will it bother? I said, well, joking on black folks bothers me, and I'm white. You know?
Yeah.
I said, that bothers me, and it bothers my partner here. And I found out later that he had got, my supervisor got written up by Mississippi State University. He was held to he was written up, however you want to call that.
Right.
For not taking our issue straight to HR or his supervisor. Rather than doing that, he took our issue to 19, 20 other guys.
Told everybody about the issue.
Yeah, so
situation.
when Rico and I came in that day, at the end of work, everybody's looking at us crazy. And
Wow.
we can feel it.
Right.
And for days, and then it got worse. I was being harassed and retaliated against just as well as him.
Right, and you were telling me off camera about that you even blocked in certain days, followed on your call.
They would block us in and take the keys out of their truck, leave us to where we couldn't leave, and then they would come out and harass us. My boss cussed in my face, blocked my supervisor blocked me into a parking place, abruptly stopped his truck, got out, and came in.
Wow.
And spit, as he was speaking in my face, there was spit flying in my face, and trapped me in, holding his hands on my door so I couldn't get out of the truck.
Wow.
I even wrote down all these details and complaints, and neither HR or my bosses took this seriously.
So you followed all the protocols, chain of commands,
Absolutely,
to talk to the right people,
yes.
And you still didn't get the results that you should have received.
We did not go straight to HR.
You guys
We
took the chain of
followed
command,
steps.
yeah. Because if you hadn't, that's the first question they probably was going to ask you: did you follow the chain of command?
And not too long into this, I found Miss Brenda Coles, civil rights activist out of Virginia, and she advised me and helped me along the way to make sure that I was doing everything by the book. Because I wouldn't know where to go, I wouldn't know what to do next, but she advised me and she helped me along the way.
So what would you call your issue? Do you feel you was racially discriminated, or because you was stepping up and standing up for an individual who's an African American?
I was discriminated against because I supported someone who was being racially discriminated.
Okay.
Yes, he was being racially discriminated and harassed. And then once people realized that I was going to stand up with him, the same all came to me.
Wow.
And I was upset enough about him getting it. But when it started happening to both of us, we didn't know what else to do. We spent horrid days at work where we were mistreated daily by everyone that we work with.
And I can tell it still bothers you just to even talk about
it. It
this
is upsetting. It's really upset. It's been over a year since I lost my job, and I still.
So you're telling me you lost your job for this situation?
Absolutely.
The university fired you for standing up. What was the reason? Why did they? I tell you what, we'll be right back in just a moment after these commercial breaks to find out why did he get fired. It's a real issue here. Again, we got to follow up with the individual who worked at Mississippi State University dealing with a racial issue as well. And we want to know what turned out and what happened in her situation and her issue. Again, 662-386-6064 if you got an issue, or email us at issuestalkshow@gmail.com. Once again, these are alleged situations until we get the truth of the whole situation from both sides of the party. Right here for the television talk show, Issues.
Take me to the border. Mi Hacienda Mexican Restaurant has all your favorite Mexican food. It's a great place for the entire family. Daily specials. Monday night, fajita night. Tuesday night, combination night. Wednesday night, seniors and kids night. Thursday night, drinks. Drink specials. Margaritas 2 for 1. Jumbo margaritas. Monster margaritas. Pictures of margaritas. Mexican beer and domestic beer. Friday and Saturday, we always have it whatever you like. All specials are from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m. Come eat, drink, and have fun with a clean atmosphere. Go by and see Felipe or Rudy at either location. 911 Mississippi Highway 12, Starkville, Mississippi, or 1207 Highway 45 in Columbus. In the Spillers Furniture Plaza, or give them a call in Starkville at 662-320-2233, or in Columbus 662-327-3396. Happy hour, appetizers, they've got it all. Come celebrate your birthday party, your anniversary, whatever the occasion may be. We want to put the hat on you. It's all about Mi Hacienda.
Issue.
Man, it's been a major issue here dealing with universities, or should I say a university, here in the state of Mississippi. And we're here with an individual who's felt that he's been racially discriminated, and he was fired from what he's telling us here on the television talk show Issues. And the reason why you say you think they fired you or let you go, or whatever the case may be at the university.
When they called me in on that Friday in September of 2018, my boss, Tommy Verdell, was there to meet me with Judy Spencer, who was the head of human resources, and they sat down with me at a table and told me at that time that the university was going to have to discontinue my employment, let me go, because I had not been cooperative enough with their investigation. At this time, there was no investigation. Their investigation stopped in July. They stopped the HR investigation in July. And I said, I don't know what investigation you're talking about at this point. You fired me 3 months after your investigation stopped. Yeah. I said, you haven't been cooperative enough. I went to every one of their meetings. I answered all of their questions. And the only questions I did not answer were questions that they had asked me that they already had the answer to.
Wow.
I said, I'm tired of answering your questions over and over. And I have things written down. I had notes that I had handed them over and over and over notes. I said, everything you're asking me is written down on a piece of paper right there. I got tired of answering their questions. So they can say that I was not cooperative enough. But they had a different story for why I was fired for, they made it possible for me to be denied benefits from unemployment. I have 3 kids and a wife,
Right.
5-person family. I lost my job, I was devastated, and now I can't get unemployment because Mississippi State told unemployment that the reason they fired me was for making a false criminal complaint on a coworker.
Wow.
What they claimed was a false criminal complaint was not a false criminal complaint. It was true, and it happened in front of all the coworkers. A friend, well, not a friend, a coworker in an MSU vehicle got angry with us for some reason. Me and my partner, as we were in our work truck, reversed his truck and spun tires and stopped the truck just in time, squealed tires, stopped the truck just in time to narrowly stop from hitting my driver's side door.
Man.
And it put me in fear of my life, made us flinch, of course, and I found out that type of maneuver is actually a misdemeanor assault. So I went to see a judge. The judge said, yes, what you're telling me is an assault. He said, will you raise your right hand and tell that this is true? I said, yes. And he made an affidavit for his arrest, put a warrant out for his arrest, and he put a no contact order on it. Eventually, that co-worker was arrested, bailed out, and neither the university police or the Starkville police or the university would acknowledge the no contact. They let him keep coming to work. He's not supposed to be in the same building as me. They allowed him to keep coming to work. Mr. Timothy Ellis, that assaulted him.
Wow.
And at this point, then they called me, that's what backtracking, they called me in, they fired me for saying I wasn't participating enough in their investigation, and then they told unemployment that the reason that they fired me was for putting a false allegation on an employee and having him arrested. So you got 2 different stories from them for why I'm fired.
Wow.
And that's a fact. And also, one more thing I just want to say is that MSU has accused me of being a liar. They accused me and Rico both. They accused me of putting Rico up to this. It's so upsetting. They would accuse and ask Rico, did Sean put you up to this? No.
Wow.
The only thing I want to finish this off with at least this much. I want everyone to understand that me or Rico has never told a lie on this university. They told hundreds of lies on us. And no lie that me or anybody could make up could be worse than what the truth is.
Man, Issues Television Talk Show is doing it, and we're putting it out there. And again, we're here to inform the Golden Triangle and beyond about what's going on with different issues that are taking place. Again, if you want to be a sponsor, 662-386-6664, or either email the show at issuestalkshow@gmail.com. If you got an issue dealing with anything dealing with politics, racism, violence, peer pressure, bullying, slumlords, bad restaurants, we want to know about it. We want to be able to talk about it and help you with your issue. If you're dealing with something on a biblical point, we want to talk to you about it. Whatever the case may be. Coming up next on the show, a young lady who's been on the show before, dealing with the issue, dealing with Mississippi State as well. We want to get an update with her and find out what has she come as to she takes the place of the next place where she is today. It's a television talk show. Can you look in that camera and say issues?
Issues.
We'll be right back in just a moment for the television talk show, Issues.
Issues. Issues. Issues. Issues. Issues. Be sure to check out Issues television talk show every week, Saturday mornings at 6:30 a.m. on the CW and Sunday nights at 10 p.m. on My Mississippi, hosted by Rick Don't Go Mason. Issues television talk show. Issues. 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 Issues.
Issue. 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 Issue.
Hear your faces back on the show doing an update, dealing with the issue at Mississippi State University. You see, we had Sean on the show earlier talking about his issue that he's experienced with Mississippi State University. Again, we have a friend, should I say, back on the show talking about her issue. Give us your name and tell them who you are.
Eloise Smith.
And Miss Eloise Smith, how you been doing since the last time we spoke with you?
I have been doing awesome, and thank you again for the platform that I needed to get my story out there and bring awareness to racism and discrimination and harassment at Mississippi State University.
Wow. Again, so where are we today? What's going on? How did everything play out with your issue with Mississippi State University?
Yes, sir. The last time that I was with you guys, I was having issues in reference to the federal judge, Judge David Sanders, and my former lawyer, Carlos Moore. They were in collusion, deception, and just overall just wrongdoing across the board. They did not want this case to go to trial to reveal all the little dirty secrets that Mississippi State University have been doing over the years to innocent people.
Wow.
So, but with your platform, everything was resolved, and I think now, and also with the case of Sean, they know that we mean business when it comes to fighting discrimination and wrongdoing.
Man, I tell you, it's a story in the news right now that is taking place about another racism situation with Mississippi State University that I wasn't aware of, but you'll see it on the screen. We'll put it up on the screen, but it's so amazing. Such a prestige university would be dealing with these type of issues.
Yes, this is a world-class university. There are leaders in research across the board, and for this component to be happening right there, and they're covering it up. They're not taking it seriously. So of course, when you take things seriously, they get bigger and bigger, and they become on the front page of major newspapers and across social media, as this is going to be. So yes, it's everyday thing. People are more comfortable with it. That's why it's so prevalent out there. And we're not educating people about racism and how to deter it.
Man, it's Black History Month, and speaking of Black History Month, so many things have taken place. So many different challenging moments have taken place in still dealing with racism in today's day and this time. So your outcome with your situation, your case, where do you stand?
The case has been closed. It was a positive outcome.
For you?
Yes, sir, it was.
Okay.
They had a no rehire on my background check. It was hard for me to get another.
So you were blackballed?
I was blackballed. It was hard for me to get another good paying job. I am a college educated person. So in order
Not
to...
only that, black person, it's
yes,
okay. Yeah.
black person. And so I expected to be in a certain income bracket with, 2 degrees.
Correct.
So I'm able to do that now.
What a blessing.
Yes, it is. So my goal is to get the word out there for anyone who's being discriminated against, harassed on your job. Please report it. Go through your proper channels of command. Take it all the way to human resources if you have to, but get the results. that you need, the outcome that you need. So this can be stopped. It needs to stop. Mississippi State University, this needs to stop.
Man, I tell you. So, have you did any more follow-ups or anything with the university since this taking place? When you actually went to court, were they there representing somebody, representing them, or did they not send anybody, or did you? I mean, was it an out of case deal?
Well, when I went back to court, of course, by the time I went back to court, my lawyer had abandoned me. He had filed a petition to withdraw from my case.
Wow.
He had put a lien against the settlement. So it was obvious he was in their pocket. He was working for the judge and the MSU council. He never worked for me. It was all a deception from day one.
Man.
So, but when you have God on your side, when you think the odds are against you, things can easily turn around.
Yes, it can.
So I know that people are afraid to report what's happening to them. Please report. I know you're scared. You don't want to lose your job. You have families. You have bills to pay. You have mortgages and car notes. But someone has to stand up for what's right.
Yeah. Well, you did do just that. Again, previously, Sean, on the show we had here, and you, Ms. Eloise, dealing with your issue. It's just something we're dealing with in today's society. Issues Television Talk Show. I want to be there for you, whoever you are. If you got something you want to get out of there, get out there to the front. We want to be able to help you out. 662-386-6064 if you got an issue. Or email us at issuestalkshow@gmail.com. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. Give us a call. We want to help you out. Again, we got more exciting things coming up in 2020. Be sure to check us out. Plus, coming up, the movie Justice on Trial, dealing with Emmett Till, Harriet Tubman, Todd Bridges, Professor Ogilvie from the Parkers, should I say, Soul Temple from Preacher's Wife, and of course me being featured in the movie Justice on Trial, coming to a theater near you February the 16th. Right here for the Television Talk Show. We'll see you next week, same time, same place, doing great things. Get with us real soon. I'm your host and executive producer for the Television Talk Show, Issues.